shit a problem. You treat rumors like they facts. It's not my problem. Ho, stop wondering where I'm at, that's not your problem. I done went broke, then bounce back, that's not my problem. You 40 trying to scam and rob, and that's your problem. You boys won't work without a job, and that's a problem. All I did was beat the odds, that's not a problem. You too worried about getting even. It's not my problem. I'm getting back, it's back to back, that's not a problem. Bitch, I'm so busy, my days overlap, but R.I.P. the real, now I'm still grieving, it's a problem. Long as a nigga breathing, I'm a problem. These hoes won't test you even when it's not a problem. They wanna stress, finesse, and next you when it's a problem. Gated communities where I live, if your name ain't on the list, bitch. Little bitch.
I heard these bitches be wanna problem. I don't do beef on the neck, you don't like me, that's not my problem. They don't want me to step out my shit, cause I'm really a problem. Real got a bitch, bad bitch, I'm a bitch, do we have a problem? My body a problem. Baby, go fuck if you want, but just know that this pussy a problem. I might do a threesome with 2 women, cause niggas a problem. Sex, money, bad bitches, she ain't never dated a girl. My problem.
Keep on cheating on my hoe, I got a
problem.
Heard these niggas going broke.
It's not my problem.
They told me get that money, that's gon' solve the
problem.
But I got all this money, still got all these got all these, yeah, got all these Bet my brother gon' swing the tool if it's a problem. My little nigga been acting weird like what's your problem? Shawty say she want him bad.
It's not my problem.
Why do bitches always have a fucking problem? Mad at me, but that is not my problem. Tippy toeing Jimmy Chewy, I'm a problem. If a pussy got an issue, it's a baby, what's the Nene is the I got plenty of money, cashing out is not a bitch, you always bum me, do you have a money? Why you always begging, baby girl, it ain't mine.
I fuck this bitch, now she ain't loving, that's a problem. She don't wanna fuck without a glove. My side bitch hit my main bitch hips, that's a problem. They like each other, this is weird, I like this. Bitch, I'm a problem. Since I'm a problem. 2 bitches want me, that's not a problem. 5 bitches, 2-seater, this a problem. She be mad, I be too busy.
Coochie wet, I got a good pussy. A dark skin, dread hair, that's not my problem. I can't stay out of Chanel, I got a problem. But all my niggas having paper, that's not a 8-figure. Every bitch ass so heavy, this shit starting to be a problem. Why spend my money when my face card not a problem? All that no color ID is my problem.
I'm at Magic, might just have a spinning problem. Outside the club and can't get in.
It's not my problem.
I've been vibing since a nigga dropped.
Problem.
Hit her front or back, she scream, oh you up. Personal
problem.
Work through your
problem.
Thought your ex could hold a candle, that's the
problem.
She say once we fuck, we stuck, sound like a
problem.
Come with a lot of baggage, but
it's not my problem.
Young bitch and I'm turned, I remember having
problem.
My ex nigga burn, I hope his new hoe give him
problem.
If that's my little shit, I stalk his page, I got a
problem.
If I'm mad, I like leaving niggas on red, is that a do these bitches got a many hoes don't wanna take me out to Soho Bay, I know you gotta spend it. Need a nigga who gon' trick, show these bitches I'm a I know hoes hate my guts, but I guess
it's not my problem.
That bitch wanna fuck, that's not my
problem.
Hold on.
That's just my problem.
Where's the coochie, man? That bitch wanna have sex. She sent me the address.
That's just my problem.
I like all bad bitches, that's my
problem.
I hate your bitch, that's not my
problem.
I can't stop drinking lean, I swear I got it.
Problem.
I don't just like her friend, yeah, that's my ooh. I got 2 bitches that look just alike. Wanna go turns out a bookers a flight. If that pussy good, then I'm spending the night. She slurping like ice. I love bad bitches, that's my problem. I want the whole group, that's my problem. She got a man.
My problem.
I always fall in love with hoes I have a
problem.
Oh, you married, bitch.
My problem.
My bitch from Texas, Houston, we may have a
problem.
I call it gang, not the cops when it's a
problem.
You like girls on
Come along, children. Now we're going to have a little music.
Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to First Cut Live. We are back doing another live show, this time at 5 p.m. I know we're switching up the times, but we're going to nail it down eventually. I'm here with the crew, RB3 and Sabrina. We are here to talk about a variety of stuff, but we mainly want to focus on the festival circuit and the festival films. First things first, RB3 and Sabrina, how are you guys doing today?
Doing good. Happy to be here. Happy to show with y'all tonight.
Yeah, I'm doing good as well. Doing very good. Sorry, y'all. Just making sure. Always gotta make sure the technical stuff is ironed out before we go live. Thank everybody for watching. We got 7 people watching live. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. 7 viewers, 7 likes. I like that ratio. Let's keep it going, y'all. Let's keep it going. First Cut Live. We here.
Yeah, so the main thing we want to touch on today is the film festival circuit. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up. It's been tough. I can't lie. I've read probably 8 or 9 articles about how many festival films there are and how many of them are getting buzz, how many of them are getting attention. Obviously, you could follow that on film Twitter as well, as far as like people timing standing ovations now. Like, it's a whole thing. It's going down right now. What is the biggest story or the biggest thing that you keep hearing, Sabrina?
I honestly think it's the really mixed reviews from the Joker, or like Joker FOLIE À DEUX, whatever. I've been keeping up with that. And I know it got like an 11-minute standing ovation, which is just crazy. Like, I love Lady Gaga. I guess I would stand up and applaud for like 11 minutes just for her. But I just can't imagine wearing, nice clothing at a festival, standing and clapping for that long. I feel like you have to get a little tired, but I digress. The mixed reviews are crazy. I will be on my timeline and somebody's like, Joker is the worst piece of shit I've ever seen in my entire life. And then somebody else is like, Joker is like a visceral experience. It's a hysterical, like manic, whatever. So I'm very excited. That intrigues me more because I feel like I'll dislike it.
Probably.
Yeah. No, it's been an exciting time. I have a few reviews actually pulled up here. A lot of like you said, a lot of mixed ones. I have one here from Deadline. Or we could, Andres, what are your thoughts on the situation with Joker 2?
To be honest, I haven't heard anything. So this is all I want to hear it.
Okay, yeah. So Joker 2 headline. Joker FOLIE À DEUX, Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga and Todd Phillips' brilliant musical returns to the world of madness. So that seems like pretty raving from Deadline. The rap says Joaquin Phoenix is daring, pathetic, in Todd Phillips' impressively odd sequel. Okay, so that's pretty decent.
Mixed.
Yeah. This one says in IndieWire, Todd Phillips' musical sequel feels like it's bad on purpose. Boring, flat, and such a criminal waste of Lady Gaga. We should demand a public hearing. FOLIE À DEUX tries and fails to make a point of our own frustrations with it. Pretty mixed right there. And then IGN 5 out of 10. Like Harley Quinn, the sequel is a little too obsessed with Joker. So, again, we're going all over the spectrum here. I don't know if there's a Rotten Tomatoes score yet, but
what are you thinking, RB? I think that's the bigger question, more than me and Sabrina, because you're the Joker fan. You're the Joker stan.
The stan.
Aren't you? Didn't you love the first movie?
I mean, I enjoyed it quite a bit.
We reviewed it.
Yeah. No, I did like it quite a bit. Yeah, I do enjoy it quite a bit. And I am excited for it. I also know, Todd Phillips said it before, but he made Hangover great, classic, and then he made Hangover Part 2, which is not that great. It's pretty much the exact same film as the first one, but kind of worse. I'm kind of wondering, is the same situation, or is it too similar? Is it going to be too edgelord? I thought what the movie was doing, being a blatant Scorsese ripoff, with DC comic book, fonts on top of it, I thought it was dope. I thought it worked. And I thought that did it well. I thought the Batman was basically David Fincher's Seven remade with Batman. So I like that whole reinterpretation of just like, yeah, let's just remake old movies that are really great, but with superhero characters. Why not? You know?
Yeah, I think regardless of what this movie does, whether it's a Oscar nominated film or whether it's a, you know, not a well received movie by the audience or critics, I feel like it should at least be the last we see, hopefully. I just don't want to see a 4-part Joker series and them just milking it. And then, you know, we see Catwoman come out and part 4 and freaking, you know what I mean? Like, I already heard that Harvey Dent is in it, and I'm like, all right, we're bringing Harvey in. This means like we're expanding the Batman universe. And I'm like, I don't know if I want this. Like, Bane shows up in part 5. Like, I just hope that this is just a 1 and 2, you know, very specific audience, very specific film that's not meant to be a franchise. Because then we would have the Joker franchise, the Batman Matt Reeves franchise, and then the new Batman that's going to be in the DCU, which is the James Gunn Batman. It's going to be, I don't know. As a DC fan, I just feel like let this be the last one, in my opinion.
Well, I could see that. I mean, if it, sorry, RB3.
Oh, nothing. You go ahead, please.
Okay. I mean, I think with the first one doing so well critically, commercially, like, not so much critically, but like, I guess audience wise, you know, getting that praise. I remember seeing someone on Facebook saying something like, the Joker is like the deepest movie I've ever seen in my entire life. And I was like, damn, you need to watch more movies. Like, I don't know. But I get it from like a mainstream audience standpoint when you're only seeing a few movies a year, but then you see something like Joker, which again, like RB3 said, is king of comedy. It's Taxi. Like, it's just a mixture of all of these other films from Scorsese. Scorsese did it better, but then those people that are saying this probably have never touched any of these movies. So if this one has that kind of same reach, we could see another potentially, but I'm also down to keep it as like just these two, have them in the vault, and then move on with the universe.
My saving grace is Joaquin, because I feel like he apparently was like begged to come back for part 2 and really, really, really didn't want to. And had to be like super convinced by it. And I believe in Joaquin Phoenix. Let's just say that. Again, I'm quoting Harvey Dent again. I believe in Harvey Dent. And I just feel like he will put his foot down and he'll be like, you know what, guys, I'm moving on. I'm going to save some animals. I'm going to do some charity work. I'm going to do some other indie film.
He's going to drop out of more movies and cause a mad unemployment for the production crew that was involved in the movie.
That's still crazy.
Right.
Which one is this?
You didn't hear about
Todd
that?
Haynes.
Yeah, he had
the Todd Haynes movie. Oh, sorry.
So, you go ahead.
Yeah, the Todd Haynes movie. Joaquin was actually super integral to like the film even being in pre-production. And I think he walked out abruptly right before they were about to start production.
Which movie?
It was like Untitled, but it was
it was like a new movie. Okay.
Yeah, and he was playing a gay character. He was playing a gay guy, and he basically chickened out because he got cold feet. It really makes me upset because by like pulling out like a day before, it was like 2 days before filming. Literally everybody who was on the crew, everybody who was on the production, ready to work for those 2 months that they were filming, all got unemployed. Because the movie just fell apart after that. He was pretty much the main reason, like Sabrina said, it got financed. So I'm never like that. To me, it was like kind of like that. That's the ultimate worst press to me because it's something that he did. You know, like. It wasn't no kind of like scandal or hearsay. No, he literally dropped out of the film the day before. And then around that time too, Deadline put out another article about how he kind of, pushed his, kind of bullied around Ridley Scott a little bit and made Paul Thomas Anderson do rewrites for Napoleon and things like that. It's weird. You know what I mean? Like, it's very weird. But, and I love when stars take command and write their own stories and get their legacy and whatnot. But, dog, if you're signing up for the movie, make those decisions ahead of time. Don't get cold feet, cause mad unemployment for these people who were looking forward to making it. It's not some little indie filmmaker. It's Todd Haynes. Like, it's going to be a great movie with Todd Haynes. It's going to be some Oscar situation. But at the very least, it's going to be something that moves people. So,
yeah, that's tough. Yeah. That's super.
And I think he helped craft the story, too. So he was well aware of this for a very long time. Like, he was with Todd Haynes pushing this to get financed, like RB3 said. So not a good look. Not a good look at all. It's definitely making me less enthusiastic for even like Joker 2, just because I'm like, why are you doing a film like this? Like, you signed on for this one, but then you're not. Like, this could have been something really special and important. And again, I'm a big Lady Gaga fan. Like, I cannot stress this enough. I love her so much. So she's probably the sole reason I'm even seeing this movie opening weekend.
Yeah, it's rough out here in the neighborhood. But speaking of other festival films,
before we leave, I just wanted to read a few more reactions, because Rotten Tomatoes did an amazing job compiling these reactions. My favorite of which comes from our friend Dorian Parks of Geeks of Color. He says, "This is one of the most unique takes on comic book characters I've seen on film. Phillips deserves praise for taking bold, creative risks that pays off in unexpected ways." So that's Dorian. You know, Dorian has some raves about it. Discussing,
he was great in Twisters.
We gotta see his Twisters reamp, better than Anthony Ramos for sure. Discussing film set, the highly anticipated sequel was as deranged and as exciting as you would have hoped. Variety says, Owen, the guy Owen, I don't know, Owen Guberman, that's it. Joker Folie À Deux may be ambitious and superficially outrageous, but at its heart, it's an overtly cautious sequel. Awards Watch said it's far more entertaining than the first. William Bibiani was the critic from The Wrap, and I love William Bibiani's opinion. I probably line up with him more than a lot of other critics. And he said, unlike the original, which finds a perverse heroism and author flex failings, Folie À Deux doubles down on how pathetic he is and always was. So maybe, Andres, maybe this might be something you like, in terms of a movie that shows you how much of a loser author is. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I just felt like you know my opinions, man. We did like a 4-hour podcast on the Jokers. Yeah. I just feel like it was the message. The initial message was well intended. It just got really, really muddy, especially by the end, where it just kind of felt like, all right, I see what you're saying, and then I'm like, do I see what you're saying? Like you can go from like, yeah, revolution, anti-capitalism to like January 6th, but this time better. Mm-hmm. Like there was like a huge, I don't know, the line was so blurry when it came to that kind of messaging that I just wasn't sure. So yeah, it was a little muddy for me.
And last but not least, just to speak what Sabrina was saying for the Lady Gaga fans out there, I too am a Lady Gaga fan as well. And a lot of the reviews say, one from Matthew Turner said Lady Gaga is equally as good as Harleen, sparking palatable and sane chemistry with Phoenix. And another person from Nesbeck's Picture said, by far the most riskiest role the famous artist has taken on. She is extraordinary and lights up the screen. Hollywood Reporter gave some good looks discussing film, says she shines in the musical sequences. Black Girl Nerd, shout out Black Girl Nerds. They said Gaga's musical performances were incredible. And Owen Guberman again said Gaga never got the chance to do what she did in A Star Is Born, sees the audiences with a rupture. So a little bit more of a mixed one there. So again, like you said, Sabrina, very mixed, very all over the place. But I'm very much looking forward to see what Lady Gaga does in this movie.
Yeah, I prefer like a mix of passion. Like even if somebody's saying this is the worst movie ever, this is the best movie ever, that always gets me more enticed, I guess, than like, this was fine. So yeah, curious. We'll be here reviewing it.
I'm curious because I remember I dead ass remember the first reactions to the first Joker, I believe at Venice, and it was like overhyped. It was like considered to be incredible. So I'm definitely curious what it's actually going to be for sure. All right, now we can move on. Obviously, I want to eventually talk about musicals in general, and I think that'd be a fascinating conversation as far as why American audiences don't really like musicals anymore. But that's a topic for another day. Other films that are coming out at festivals or have come out at festivals.
Hey yo,
we have to talk about, and maybe it's just because I have to talk about it. Amy Adams is going for it. She's going for it. She really wants an Oscar. And she's like, movie? I will play a dog. I will bark. I will get on all fours and be like, woof, woof, just to win an Oscar. And that trailer looked terrible. I thought it looked awful. talk to me about what you guys thought or what you guys think of Night Bitch, I believe is the name of the movie. What do you think, Sabrina?
Well, so I'm sorry, my cat's messing with my camera, so if things are if things are moving around, that's why. So don't mind that. I actually picked up the book a very long time ago, and one of my old coworkers at the time, she said it was one of the worst books she ever read, which again gets me excited. I know Marielle Heller is at the helm of this. I actually really like her work. I think the trailer doesn't do, from what I know, again, I haven't actually read the book yet, but I will. I don't think it does. I think it does a disservice to what the story is. It kind of is framing it almost as like this weird, like old coming of age type of comedy spun in this way. And I think there are like better themes throughout the story from what I understand. So I don't think it's giving us much. Amy Adams, I mean, the Dear Evan Hansen, the Hillbilly Elegies. I'm just hoping it's not another one of those on her, like in her career. She needs a new agent or something. I don't know.
What do you think, RB3?
I mean, Hillbilly Elegy, she did get Oscar nom for that, so you know.
But at what cost?
At what cost?
Who would have known? Who would have known? You know. But I do think, yeah, this one is. It's funny because I didn't see the trailer.
You did?
At all.
Oh.
No, I didn't. So I avoid all these kind of trailers. I don't know how the movie looks. I just see the intense looking poster. I'm like, I'm sold. You know. What is tough for me is that I very pronouncedly don't say the B word. So it's going to be very hard to go up to the movie theater author and order a ticket. Like, hey, can I get one for Night B? Can I get one for Night Ba? Can I get one for Night Ba? Can I get one for
Night Woman?
Or Night Woman? Night Woman?
I said it.
Very nice woman.
Right.
I guess I'm done.
I go with the
I gotta leave, guys.
Nah, yeah,
because I said the title.
You canceled. You're out of here. I guess. But no, I could hit the old Kendrick Lamar. Can I get a ticket for Night Bish? Can I get a ticket for Night Bish? Yeah, Bish.
Or do the Key and Peele. Can I get a ticket for Night? Just elongate it as long as possible. You've seen that sketch, right?
Yeah.
I said, what was that, sir? I said Night.
Yeah. They're like hiding in like the trees, like very far away from their wives.
They're like, come here. It's just like right in the ear. I'm with you, man. I do feel like it's a little hard to say that title, and I know I said it so easily, but I swear.
No, you're just calling the movie. You're calling the movie.
I'm just saying the title of the movie.
Right.
I'll give you guys permission. You could say bitch when it comes to Night Bitch.
Right. It's not in real life.
I know you didn't see the trailer, RB3, but I don't know. Maybe it's me projecting. Sabrina, did you like that trailer? I thought that trailer was awful. I thought it was
terrible.
Oh,
and that's what I'm saying. I think the trailer is doing a major disservice. Yeah.
Like a Nickelodeon movie. I was like, is this like...
Well, is Disney distributing it, right?
Oh, it is. Oh, there you go. Well, it looked like, I don't know, like one of those movies where like, I'm turning into a dog. This is crazy. My husband's crazy. Like, it just felt so ridiculous that, I don't know. I just don't know if it's going to pay off for Amy Adams, but shout out to her.
I did hear it was supposed to originally go to streaming, and then it tested very well, like really well. So they decided to give it a theatrical play. So hopefully the test screenings and whatever they did show it, that it could.
You never know.
Yeah.
Another movie that I want to talk about is Maria, by Angelina Jolie, starring Angelina Jolie and Paulo Larraín. This is the Chileno filmmaker who is known for, I had his movies pulled up. He did Spencer. I know he did Spencer, but there was another one he did. Jackie. Jackie, and then I believe he did El Conde as well. But Pablo is a very well-respected director as well, and this one got a lot of praise as well. How are you guys feeling about Angelina Jolie getting like this meaty, heavy role?
I love it. I think she's honestly fantastic. And even throughout her whole career, even in films where she doesn't even need to flex as much as she does, like even something like a Tomb Raider, it's so iconic to like my childhood. And also just as a human, I believe she's such a beautiful person. So I'm really excited to see her take on so many more projects because we know she's a humanitarian, she's a mother, she wears a lot of hats in her life. And I think her working with Pablo is super interesting because I think the performances he gets out of his, like the women that he works with in films, Natalie Portman, Kristen Stewart, that's still one of my favorite Kristen Stewart performances of all time. Second to like Twilight, of course. But yeah, I'm super, super stoked for that one. I can't wait.
What about you, RB3?
For the Maria movie? Yeah, I'm very excited for it. I haven't heard too much about it. I really didn't even really know about it until you just said it. So very excited.
You mentioned a few movies, RB3. Name a couple that you. I know you texted a couple of them that I don't think I heard about, to be honest.
Okay, yeah. Well, somewhere I tell you right. Are we talking mostly about Venice films, or because I could stay on?
We can do a mix.
Festival.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll stay on Venice since we're on Venice. I'm very, very, very excited for Pedro
Almodóvar.
Thank you. That's it.
Maybe
that sounds right.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. So my apologies. But he's making his English language debut with The Room Next Door, which is with Tilda Swinton and Julianne Moore. It's going to be a performance powerhouse. John Turturro is also in it. It just seems like it's mostly set in one room, at least like from the trailer. Or I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I really only saw like snippets of the trailer. I kind of scrolled past it. But I'm very, very excited about that. That's very exciting to me. And then on the Telluride front, I'm also very excited for the piano lesson, which is from Malcolm Washington, Denzel Washington's son. It's also going to be starring John David Washington and Denzel Washington himself. You know what I mean? Wow. So it's like his directorial debut. It seems like it's going to be very, very interesting because it's based on the August Wilson play Denzel did Fences, which was also from August Wilson. So it seems like the family has a very deep connection with those kinds of stories. Normally nepotism would kind of, I roll my eyes at it a little bit, but Malcolm Washington has been working like for years as like a PA and like on a lot of different movies, a lot of stuff with, you can even look up on IMDb. I think he was like on one of the Spike Lee's movies back in the day too. So he worked, it's not like one of them Nepo baby situations where it's like he randomly, just got handed
just
the
like
movie.
gets
No, he worked to that position. I definitely highly respect that. And listen, you get any movie with, I think it's telling the story of like this family through multiple generations. So you see a movie with Denzel and with John David, like I'm assuming playing different generations of the same character or different generations of the patriarch of the family. I don't know. Very, very excited for that one. Very, very excited. And then that one got me up. And sorry, did I cut y'all off or?
Oh no, I was just gonna say for Pedro, I love a lot of his work, so I'm really excited for that one too. RB3, like Skin I Live In, Pain and Glory, Parallel Mothers. I think we talked about Pain and Glory back in like 2019. So stuff like that gets me super pumped. And then also Queer, Luca Guadagnino's next film with Daniel Craig, an actor that's not afraid to play gay. Take notes, Walking Phoenix, like seriously. Him, I know that one guy from the Outer Banks. I've never watched the show, but I think his name is like Drew Starkey. That's really cool. So I'm really looking forward to that one too.
Yeah.
You mentioned another one, RB3. I forget which one. Saturday Night Live. The Saturday Night Live movie.
Yeah.
Which it sounds really interesting for sure. How are you guys feeling about that one?
Yeah, that one I'm super excited about, especially just because I love anything that's like showbiz behind the scenes, and it seems very Aaron Sorkin-y in the fact of like, it's 12 hours before the show goes live. What's going on? And it's probably going to be all over the place and wacky. But also, it's good to just have that history documented because, I don't know that much about Saturday Night Live, if I'm being honest with you. I only watched it in the 2000s, 2010s, really. But I think I would appreciate learning about this stuff so much so that maybe it might inspire me to go back and watch some old stuff. I don't know,
How about you, Sabrina?
Yeah, I'm super, super pumped for that one. Back in the day, I remember when my parents got like on demand, I was able to watch all the old SNL seasons because I was obsessed with the Bill Hader, Andy Samberg, Jenny Slate. I know she was only on for like one season, I think, but that whole era, I loved it so much. So I'm really, really excited for this one. Gabriel LaBelle too, coming off of the Fabelmans.
Oh yeah,
it's been a minute, but we love to see him. Rachel Sennett, and I also think a lot of the actors they have portraying, like Chevy Chase, all of these characters. From what we've seen so far, they look incredible. So I'm very, very excited for that chaotic energy. Like RB3 was talking about, like an Aaron Sorkin, or maybe I'm even thinking like a Safdie's type of moment of just chaos right before this show that, you know, obviously is still going to this day, huge hit, but at the time, like, they weren't doing anything like it. They had no idea. So, and all of them were so young. I think there's a lot to really dive into with that one.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting for sure. I know there's a couple more that I want to hit on. There's the new Adrian Brody movie called The Brutalist. This is a historical drama about a couple that flee in 1947 to rebuild in America. And it looks interesting, and it's starring Felicity Jones, and it's directed by Brady Corbett. Definitely interested to see that one. I know Ron Howard is doing this big epic life movie, apparently, that's like has a crazy cast, called Eden, and it stars Vanessa Kirby and Sydney Sweeney, Ana de Armas, Jude Law, Daniel Bruhl. Just a really extensive cast that looks interesting and that looks to tackle the origins of life. I don't know. It looks really interesting to me, and I was thinking about, like, what's the last good Ron Howard movie? Like, I don't even know.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No. Solo: A Star Wars Story.
Oh God.
That's the last good one he did, bro. Dead ass. Not even kidding. But I'm definitely interested to see that. I mean, it's a mix. You could definitely see that. What's his face? Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Definitely.
I would have liked to see that one more, to be honest. I don't know.
I still feel like a lot of the scenes we saw in this movie is them. I'm almost entire, like, anything that we liked was probably them.
I mean, going back to The Brutalist, I think that one is like 3 hours and 40 minutes long. I think they had an intermission. People are saying it's like a masterpiece. Again, talking about these out of the theater reactions, which I take with a grain of salt. I don't know how you guys feel about them, but like sometimes, especially for a film like that, I cannot imagine sitting there for 3 hours and 40 minutes and then being able to process everything and having that very strong reaction. It takes me a moment to kind of do that. So, I mean, I'm really excited for that one. I think we have a lot of really interesting films coming out. I think this award season is going to be really cool to cover. Again, talking like Angelina Jolie, fingers crossed, Amy Adams. We'll get her that Oscar one day, guys.
One day.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited for that. And then the one other thing I want to shout out was the new Apprentice movie, which is starring Sebastian Stan as Donald Trump, which I'm like 40. No, I'm not gonna say. I'm like 20% looking forward to it, mainly because Maria Bakalova is playing Ivanka, so that's hilarious casting to me. But also, the reason why I'm a little bit less excited for it is because Sebastian. I like Sebastian Stan. Sebastian Stan seems great. They didn't cast the right guy though. I don't know if y'all saw that one dude who looks exactly like Elon Musk. Hold up, I gotta find this picture. I should have prepared this.
But is he an actual actor?
Yeah, he's an actor. Yeah, he was in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and I first saw him in Ballers.
Oh yeah, the guy from Abigail.
Yeah, yes, from Abigail.
Dan Stevens?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No.
Imagine really Dan Stevens looks just like Trump.
Right.
Oh, the big guy.
Like Elon Musk.
The big guy. Big
oh,
Canadian.
So I'm thinking, so that he looks like Elon Musk, but he also kind of has a little bit of Trump in him too. Like I feel like that to me just would have been just a hilarious like casting, because I don't know. Did you see Abigail? Anybody?
I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, we need
I think
more
we all saw it, yeah.
dumb, brute, like kind of like caricatures. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we don't get enough of that. Like I feel like there's only so many. Like I feel like Sebastian Stan's great, but he's probably gonna add complexity. Intricate.
You don't want that?
No.
We don't want that.
Trump is not that. You know what I mean? Give us big, dumb, and stupid, because that's really who the big guy is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's my only slight complaint about that.
I almost think that actor, the one from Abigail, is too hot to play Trump. Like, I just think
Maybe
he's
you
too
can say the same
attractive.
about Sebastian.
Okay, so
Or people can.
Sebastian's just like, I get that, but I think he's one of those actors that you can like hide under a wig and some makeup and make him a little bit less attractive. He kind of has like a very like plain, for lack of a better word,
I would love to have
canvas.
these problems, man. Come on now.
Yeah, a plain
Can you
canvas
imagine
to start
someone's like,
with.
we gotta make him uglier.
All the time.
Damn, bro.
I mean,
First world
also,
problems.
The thing I'm most excited about is Jeremy Strong. Obviously, you put Jeremy Strong in any movie, I don't care what it is, I will be seated opening night for him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I am really not looking forward to this movie. I don't think I'm even gonna watch it.
Wow.
I just think we're just not doing it right, y'all. We're oversaturating the market with this guy's face and being like, it's criticism. It doesn't matter. It's I don't know. I just feel like we're posting him too much, and whether it's positive or negative, just more attention that he gets, the worse it is. I don't know.
Hey man,
Yeah.
no, actor's name is Kevin Durant, by the way. Thank you, Joseph.
Kevin Durant, KD.
Right, no, Kevin.
Gold medal.
But I was gonna say, we have some people in the chat. 14 people watching. I appreciate everybody watching right now. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. Appreciate y'all. Joseph Week said the message of Joker is don't mess with Ace. LOL, JK. That's hilarious. Kate Hughesby said, who would you cast as Batman in the Joaquin Joker verse?
I mean, he was in it, right?
Yeah, he's a kid, you know.
He was a
A
kid.
child.
Yeah.
So if we're talking like adult, ooh.
I don't know. I mean, it would be like someone that has to fit the movie, right?
Jacob Elordi.
You know what? I could see that.
Like for like a younger one, like this. I'm assuming this takes place like a chunk of time later, so he can't be that much older. Yeah, so if we're talking like young Bruce Wayne, Jacob.
The kid who's playing Wanda's son in Agatha. It was Agatha all along.
What? What did you pick up for?
I don't know. I could see it. I could see him playing a Bruce Wayne.
What?
In this movie, it fits. I don't know. It has to be something.
Who is this kid though? Like, who is he?
I believe his name is Joe Locke. Is it Joe Locke?
Oh yeah, he's from like Heartstopper.
Okay.
Boom.
Is he like an actual actor though? Like, can he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He is.
All right.
He's an actor. Yeah.
Okay. Because I just
RB3 is the acting police.
Yeah, I'm like, Marvel will just be getting some people, some no names, but
that's
no
true.
offense.
He's young though. He's pretty young. He's like
young,
what,
yeah.
like 18 maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
That's hilarious. And then Joseph Week said, I'm not joking. It would be fascinating to see an Adam West type Batman in that universe. Out of the ultimate darkness, Batman brings the brightest outcome in combat. That would fascinate me. That's funny. And then Kevin Davis said Angelina Jolie is going to win Best Actress for leading role at this year's Oscars.
Amy Adams going to be
I'd love
pissed,
to
bro.
see it. No.
She's like, I'll play the dog.
Yo, right? Yeah, if you're playing a dog, that's a transformation.
Hold that for what?
Right. Joseph Week said, Terrifier 3, anyone? I'm not watching
Nah,
that. Sorry.
I'm good.
It's so tough. I can't get through the first one. There's just particular scenes. And I'm usually not bad with like gore and violence in that way. But I think it's the clown of it all. Like, I think he is just way too creepy for me. I did watch the second one because it's a little bit more like goofy. Like, it's still kind of scary, but it has these like weird fantasy type of elements to it. And then that promo that they put out was like diabolical. Like, it was a while ago. It shows a kid, like, I think opening up presents under the Christmas tree. And then Art the Clown is sitting in that same living room with blood all over, eating like cookies, dressed up as Santa. So like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm good.
Nah, I want to see it. Man, and then I don't want to see it. I don't know why I said that. I don't want to see it.
I'll watch it for you guys. I'll let you know how it is.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Davis. My gosh. Kevin Davis also said Searchlight Pictures Night VITCH complete unknown Bob Dylan biopic will get Oscar nominations this year.
Oh yeah, the Timothy Chalamet one, right?
Yeah, that's looking good. And then it's James Mangold, so it's gonna be some really dope stuff. Also, Kevin Davis also said Joker, Folie À Deux, Beetlejuice will be modest successes for Warner Brothers. They need a hit. After Furiosa, they are down bad, so
Not as
Man.
bad as Lionsgate, but
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, not as bad as
But damn, man, I loved Furiosa. Like I really did.
Me too.
I think I might be the. Oh no, okay. I think we all liked it, right? I think we all enjoyed it.
I probably me a little bit less than you two, but
Yeah, that's true.
sure, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, and again, that's just one of those movies that's not going to appeal to a wide audience. Like,
yeah, it's not.
yeah, it's a very specific group of people. But hopefully, I think with Beetlejuice, it should. They have Jenna Ortega. I feel like that's the secret sauce to like bridge a gap between generations when it comes to Beetlejuice. And then Joker is Joker. People are excited for that one.
Yeah, no, indeed. And then we're gonna go back to Beetlejuice in a second, but just a couple more comments. SK Songbird said, out of Venice, Justin Corzel's The Order, Kiyoshi Kurosawa's Cloud, and to Kishi, oh my gosh, apologies. I'm not even gonna try that. Broken Rage. Those all I haven't heard anything about these films, but I'm very, very much excited for it because MK Songbird is a reliable voice. So definitely.
Dope.
And then Kay said RB3 is Trump. I don't want to do that. Jacob Elordi will be good. And Furiosa was good, but we unfortunately it didn't do the money. But I just want to ask y'all though, before we, Beetlejuice comes out. I have Tim Burton movies that I really love. Do y'all have? I know Tim Burton is kind of hit or miss a lot of times, but I think he has a lot of hits. Do y'all have a favorite Tim Burton movie overall, or?
I don't
Batman
know.
Returns.
Batman Returns. Yeah, I feel that. No, that's hard. Batman Returns is definitely.
That's a good one. I remember being a kid and like seeing Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman for the first time, and my life was forever changed. I was like, she is the coolest anyone's ever looked on screen. So I have that one. I also really loved Corpse Bride as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how it holds up. I haven't watched it as an adult, but I'm sure it's fine. Edward Scissorhands, and then also Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I honestly don't know if I have a favorite Tim Burton movie. I'm trying to look back at his filmography.
You don't like Batman Returns?
I do, but it's never been. I mean, if I had to pick, I'd probably pick that one for sure. But I was trying to pick something else. It's never really been my favorite, to be honest.
Which one?
Batman Returns.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
you don't love 2001's Planet of the Apes, starring incredible actor Mark Wahlberg?
I don't like Alice in Wonderland.
Oh man,
I don't like a lot of these. These are, I've never been the biggest Tim Burton guy. I think we talked about it when we did our Tim Burton podcast, RB3. I like the vibes. The vibes are cool. I like the spooky vibes, but just the film itself has never really been my thing.
Yeah. Nah, I feel that. I mean,
I liked Wednesday. I thought Wednesday was fun. Kinda.
I still haven't watched that one. I should. I should also, let me pull up that picture too, Sabrina, when we went to the event. But I personally love Tim Burton. You know what I mean? As a young film lover, he was, because his style is so obvious and so gothic and so unique. It's very obvious to detect the style. And in many ways, it's kind of the first time I recognized what an auteur is. What a vision from an artist kind of looks like. Throughout different movies, and I thought he really nailed that. And then of course, had to pull down from my legendary wall of movies behind me, Edward Scissorhands, one of my favorite movies of all time, not just Tim Burton movies. Just the way it captures emotion, set to this deep sadness, set to this sunny suburban landscape, but still keeping Edward disconnected. But it's also a brilliant fantasy. It's so many amazing. It's just amazing all around, man. I love that film. Pee-wee's Adventure is, of course, one of his first movies, and just even right off the rip, you could see that style peeking all the way through. I have a soft spot in my heart for Alice in Wonderland because it came out right when 3D was popping. I saw it in 3D. I loved the 3D experience for that. As a movie, it's kind of stupid, and it doesn't really have an ending, but I still love it. And the OG Beetlejuice, I really do enjoy the OG Beetlejuice. It's not the greatest. I kind of always roll my eyes with the 80s addicts, with the nostalgia people who just live in their childhood. And yeah, and Beetlejuice is definitely one of those movies that has a strong nostalgic childhood connection for a lot of people. I don't think it's like the greatest movie ever made, but I do see the appeal. I do see the charm. It is lovely, and I do want to see what Beetlejuice Part 2, or whatever it is. I'm super excited for it, but yeah, I don't know. Even Frankenweenie, dog. I love Frankenweenie as well. You know, like Frankenweenie just does it. He's putting the dog together, and it's all good. It's all good stuff. But chat, what's your favorite Tim Burton movie, y'all? What's your favorite Tim Burton movie? Joseph Weeks.
Are you looking?
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Joseph Weeks said, hard for me not to pick Batman 89 as one of the best Bruce Wayne portrayals. And Edward Scissorhands has one of the best spoof titles. I don't think I can type that in the chat.
Censor it, maybe.
Right.
I don't know what. I have no idea what it is.
Oh, like best. Oh, I guess he means porn, like parodies. Okay. I guess.
Damn, bro, you got us demonetized forever.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I should have said something.
You're supposed to say corn.
Yeah, what rhymes with porn?
Corn. It's literally called corn. Yeah, I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm good. I'll probably watch it some other time. I'm trying to catch up on movies as much as I can, guys. I was thinking about seeing Strange Darling. I was thinking about seeing Longlegs. I haven't seen that. There's a ton of movies I haven't seen. I'm just really trying to catch up with actual movies.
No, for
no
sure.
offense to Beetlejuice. But I'm definitely trying to do my deliberate work. There was one more thing I wanted to mention. Oh yeah, because you guys mentioned Luca Guadagnino, and he's doing press right now for his movie with Daniel Craig. Apparently, this is a rumor, so take it with a huge grain of salt. He's being eyed for a potential DC film. I'm in the DC world right now, guys. Like, I'm in it. So I'm really trying to keep up with all these DC news, and it's coming up on my feed. And he's being eyed for a potential DC movie inside the James Gunn DC universe. So
they're going to have the horniest, most energetic movie, whatever this is. Who's that person? Like, what character is this going to be?
Give me the DC character you guys want to see. To my non-DC guys, I don't think you guys follow DC like I do.
No.
But who would you guys want to see Luca Guadagnino direct inside a DC movie?
I guess it would have to be like a love story between Poison Ivy and Catwoman.
Oh, yeah.
Catwoman.
Yeah. Or it'll be
cheating on Harley, bro.
Okay, you know what? I think we've seen so much of Harley, and I know that that's the through line.
That's true.
But I don't think anybody cares that much because we've already seen that in the animated show. Maybe people would care. Maybe I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. But I want to see Catwoman and Poison Ivy. Those are my two girls.
What do you think, RB3?
Man, now that you said that, yeah, that's top tier right there. I can't even think. I mean, I also just think of how impressive those tennis sequences were and challengers, you know. That kind of almost gets me excited for, I don't know, what's a character that like has like, you know, some athletic ability or just something, you know what I mean? Like a speedster or something, you know, like I feel like
a lot.
Yeah, I mean, or I don't know, something that's just something that just is visually cool. Like I think Luca is just such a cool, or like the way I just always think about the shot when the ball, like you're literally from the perspective of the ball going back and forth, like that, bat. I'm like, ooh, what can he do? Pretty cool from like a superhero perspective on that. I don't know, you know, like,
maybe like Catwoman's like little like
little whip situation. Yeah.
I mean, like a little like scene where it goes to like all the people that she's fighting, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Luca, call us up, hand us a check. We got you. We'll partner with you on this one.
Right.
Yeah, I would actually like to see. I mean, obviously, it's going to be up to him, but I would want to see, like, regardless of what character he would want to do, I think that's a great idea to bring someone like a Luca Guadagnino inside the DC universe. I'm really nervous about what DC is going to do in general, but I really do hope that we get a little bit more creativity and a little bit more boldness within the DC universe. You know my thoughts a lot, RB3, because I feel like I've said it a lot, where I feel like DC has always been, if you guys watch DC animation, DC has always been the more bold and the more progressive and the more a little bit louder with their characters and their wackiness, a little less like we're military operatives and we're going to save the world like Marvel is. They're a little bit more bold and different and out there, which is why I would want to see a Luca Guadagnino movie. I mean, if you've seen Young Justice, you've seen Young Justice, right? RB3, are you caught up? I don't know if you've finished it.
Oh, not the new version, but I've seen it back in the day.
There's plenty of like an array of characters there that are just discovering who they are and are really interested. And I feel like Luca can nail that.
Right. And
so I think that'd be a lot of fun.
And just like you said, I mean, there's such an array of characters. Maybe it could be like a youth-centric one. I can't see him. He has a really good voice for the youth. But I do say too, he's also has a real creepy vibe. I mean, his Suspiria remake was very creepy, but also played into the old school campiness of the original one a little bit too. So I mean, I could kind of see him maybe doing like a Swamp Thing or something kind of like
Poison Ivy. I mean,
or like
Swamp Thing is good, but Poison Ivy would
be. Poison Ivy with everything. I can see that too.
Right.
He could show up in it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Maybe. Yeah. No, I could see that too. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm hyped. I'd be hyped for that.
See, if it's one of those, that would get me excited.
Yeah. There's one. The one thing
I could see it.
The one thing I do appreciate about DC is that they do allow more directors to have a little bit more freedom. You know, like you could at least say.
Almost too much.
I mean, yeah, almost too much, right? Yeah, I mean Todd Phillips, right? I mean Zack Snyder.
Reel it in.
Yeah, reel it in a little bit. And then, but I think that's pretty cool. I think if Luca does do a DC film and it's like not super like conventional, like I could see him making something really dynamic and unique and not in the fold. And if DC like runs with it, I'm super down for that. Because we even see even the Batman, like Matt Reeves said, the studio really didn't like interfere that much, I guess, in the production process. Really made him let him like do his own thing, and you can see it like a 3-hour movie. Most studio executives wouldn't be okay with that, but you know they rock. So I'll see that. I'll see that.
Fingers crossed, man, because I do feel I do feel and I fear the Zaslavness of it all. I'm afraid of that dude and what he can do. And if he really wants to just get his fingers and just stick them all in there as far as making a movie, I really hope he doesn't do that, because I do hope DC gives us something a little bit different from what we've seen from Marvel. And I don't know if Superman is going to do that. I hope Superman does something unique and different, but for now, I do feel like they're going to just try and hit a much more 4-quadrant, a family appeasing kind of movie. So. Which is fine, which is cool, but I just really hope that DC really goes for it and isn't afraid to just be bold and not just have just basic ass characters like they recently announced. No offense. I wasn't impressed with the James Gunn DC announcements. I just thought they were all pretty lame, to be honest. So.
I'm not either. Honestly, this rumor is definitely the most exciting thing I have heard in this sphere at all when we're talking about the James Gunn DCU movies or whatever it is. Yeah, I want to see newer characters. I don't want to see another Wonder Woman movie so soon. I don't want to see another Superman movie. Like, I want to see, like we said, Swamp Thing. I want to see the Poison Ivies of the world. I want to see characters that maybe I've never even heard about. I would be stoked to see something along those lines, those unconventional stories. Maybe they will want to like weave those in, given the success of Joker and the Batman as well. I know they're already separate universes, but still, since they know audiences are kind of taking well to them, maybe they'll want to take those risks.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed they do.
Yeah, and I was gonna say last quick check in with the comment section. Kay said Dumbo for the Tim Burton movie. I'm sure that was a joke. But apparently Will Smith was originally supposed to be in that Dumbo movie as well. That would have been interesting. We don't see too many black people in Tim Burton films. And then Kay said, but for real, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Sydney Sweeney Todd favorite. So yeah, I mean Sweeney Todd is definitely the one that
Sydney Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, so
Sydney Sweeney Todd is pretty funny. I can't lie.
no, I mean, look, and if Sydney Sweeney was in it, that'll take the movie from like a 9 to a 10, 11 maybe.
Can we eventually have to talk about Sydney Sweeney? I don't know if today's the day. I'm pulling a George R. R. Martin. You guys don't get that. But we eventually have to get to Sydney Sweeney. Is she good? Is she actually a good actress?
I mean, listen, I said way back when she was like winning Emmys and stuff, I'm like, is this really like Emmy worthy? But then, I don't know. But then it is like, I get it though, because she
do you? Because she's pretty. Like, there's a lot of pretty girls, man. I just don't know if she's talented enough. I don't know. Maybe this is me being a hater.
When she's crying, she's a good crying. She got a good crying face.
She's a good crier. That's true.
But then it's also like, okay, so I think we talked about this actually a little bit around award season. But someone like her, unfortunately, when it comes to like really pretty actresses, which again, separate conversations of like, is she actually good? My thought is like a little bit. Like not as great as the roles that she's getting. Like the movie Immaculate, I know that she was the one that brought that to the light in the first place because she auditioned for it years ago, and now she has her own production company, so she was able to kind of like bring that script to life. So that's super cool. But a movie like that would have been so much better with an actress that wasn't her. Like I needed somebody else in that role for me to get with it. But then I think for her, we need to see her, unfortunately, in like an ugly role, like a Charlize Theron, like Monster, something where she can like, it's not, there's no like focus, and it's not that she's so pretty that we can't see her good acting. I want to see just the acting. Like I want her to like flex on it, some crazy type of story, a character she's never played before. Because playing like a high school girl can be easy because like she was a high school girl at one point. Playing a nun, she didn't do that great. So whatever. And then what else? Anyone But You, she was also terribly miscast in that one. She just doesn't have the like rom-com energy that we need from her. Yeah.
That's the other one that it might be even a hotter take than the Sydney Sweeney take. Are we sure about I don't want to say it because I might get tomatoes. Are we sure about this guy? This guy has not impressed me in anything I've seen him in. Anyone But You.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
I'm throwing tomatoes.
Glen Powell.
I'm throwing tomatoes.
Tomato.
I'm throwing tomatoes.
This guy is the most basic ass white dude I've ever seen. Basic ass as hell. I saw Hitman and I was so unimpressed. Everyone was like, "Oh, Hitman," and I saw it and I was like, "What? A goofy white dude? That's it."
Anyone who has been there, Ryan Murphy. I don't want to say stands, but the people who watched his shows, American Horror Story, Scream Queens, Glee, Rise Up, season 1 of Scream Queens, Chad Radwell. That's the first time I saw Glen Powell in a role. He ate up every single minute he was on screen. I'm not even joking. Has to be one of the, he's not even my type. And I'm in love with him. Like, he's so charismatic. I just want to be friends with him. It's like a very platonic. He looks like a friend I had.
Paper was a man. If like a blank piece of paper became a human being.
I hate to say it, but
it looks like the action figure. Like if you make an action figure and you form it and you paint, like, just give me a basic mold for an action figure and it's him. Just like basic ass action figure dude, man. With zero depth or complexity.
You didn't even watch Twisters. You didn't even watch.
I didn't watch Twisters. See, but I saw Hitman and I saw the other one, Anyone But You, and I was like, this is not it.
Top Gun.
Top Gun's another one where he's basic as hell. He's terrible.
Okay, he's not in it that much. Everybody Wants Some, the Linklater film.
I did see that. He was nice in that. Yeah, it was playing. He was baseball, great in that. You know what I mean? It was when he's playing. He's like
special, man. Not special. I think if you want to get a white guy who's buff, Zac Efron's right there. I think he's better.
They're different. They're doing different things. Like, they're doing different things. Zac Efron can't be no. Zac Efron's a California guy. You know what I mean? Zac Efron is California, maybe New York, maybe Florida, but he's not South. Like, he's not. What Glen Powell really taps into is the Southern like aspect of like the acting talent. Like, he really, and I didn't get it. I would have been in your position maybe like 2 months ago if I didn't see Twisters. But now I see Twisters and I fully
That's the one I have to see. You're saying,
it clicked, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
because
I saw Dorian in Twister.
Well, yeah, Dorian is great, but he's more than Anthony Ramos than Glen Powell. I mean,
he's playing Glen Powell's role.
Both Texas boys.
Yeah, no, both Texas.
Oh, there you go.
But it's so funny too when I saw. Both times when I saw Twisters. When I saw Twisters the first time, there was like a group of, gay fellows who were sitting like right behind me. As soon as Glen Powell came on screen, they're clapping anytime. You know what I mean? The second time I saw it, because I just saw it in 40X. Shout out 40X. That was amazing.
I've been wanting to go.
Yeah, Twisters in 40X. It was mad sold out, but me and my girl, we got tickets right before in North Hollywood. Oh my gosh, amazing experience. And this time around, just a whole group of ladies in the back. Every time Glen Powell, especially when he came out when it was raining,
the
and
white t-shirt.
Yeah, it was like.
Did we just have this conversation with Sydney Sweeney though? Like, I'm talking about beyond that. Though.
No, Andres, you don't understand. I'm telling you, he exudes charm. That was what Sydney was lacking in Anyone But You.
Yeah.
Glen Powell exudes it in everything. He could have
that's
chemistry.
what they told me about Hitman, and I saw Hitman, and I was like,
I think you're also wrong for that. Maybe it wasn't a good experience watching it on Netflix at home. I don't think you got like the full effect.
Because I did see it on
because their chemistry.
Laptop.
Oh, there you go, my guy. Watching movies on like a Nintendo DS and then going, I don't like this.
It's on my laptop. I've seen plenty of movies on my laptop. It's on Netflix, man.
That doesn't count.
It was a Netflix
I'm telling
movie.
you. I know, but it doesn't matter. Their chemistry is incredible. They're so beautiful together.
See,
him and
Adria Arjona, that's different. Yeah. She's.
But Glen Powell could not. Yeah, not her. Obviously, she's absolutely incredible. She was amazing in Blink Twice. But like Glen Powell could truly have chemistry with a wet paper towel. Like, I don't care. Anyone.
That's kind of how I would describe him.
No.
A wet paper towel.
He doesn't even charm you?
Not really. I don't know. I feel like I'm more charmed by, I don't know. I can name another dude that I just recently saw in a movie. I don't know. I'll figure someone out, but I feel like I'm more easily charmed by just anyone else but him. Anyone but you.
I don't agree with that, man. As a straight dude, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just got.
Maybe I'm wrong.
You see a bro and you're just like, this is a bro. Like, this is he might like you seem like he might be a dude who you would like sip a brewski with and just tell your whole life story to. You know what I mean? And he'll just sit
like he's a good dude.
Yeah,
chill fam.
Oh, he's a great dude in person too. Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I just feel like, all right, Ryan Gosling. There you go. I feel like I'm more charmed by him.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. I feel like Ryan Gosling's kind of cold. Like, I feel like I've seen Ryan Gosling. I feel like if I saw Ryan Gosling in real life, like no cameras around, no nothing, like just pure Ryan Gosling, might be an asshole, like just a little bit. Ooh, like he might just be. I don't know. Fired. He just gives that kind of vibe. You know what I mean? I don't know. I could be wrong, but
I disagree. I don't think we should put like two baddies against each other. I think Glen Powell and Ryan Gosling are both super charismatic. So like, Zac Efron too. We should not be putting these baddies against each other. Uplift the baddies. Zac Efron again should have gotten that Oscar, and then Glen Powell, he'll get an Oscar one day. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then
maybe go ahead.
You don't think his scene in The Dark Knight Rises was great when Bane had like slammed his head against the table? You didn't think that was amazing?
No.
Come on, man.
If anything, it makes him look worse. Yeah, no.
He has a relationship with, spoiler alert for Scream Queens, it's been like 10 years. Yeah. He has a relationship with Niecy Nash in that film, and it is the funniest. They have so much chemistry. It's hilarious. Their characters are perfect. I think you need to watch. I'm going to send you a YouTube compilation because I'm not going to lie. I actually just watched one with a friend. Okay. I watched this exact one. I'm going to send it to you, Andres. I think you'll feel differently.
Yeah. It kind of. I'll watch.
And watch Twisters.
For sure.
No, watch the Scream Queens compilation instead.
I'll watch that. Who needs Twisters?
Oh, we don't need it.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I don't know if I feel super attached to an actor or actress? Do you guys have like an actor that you feel like you would go to bat for? I'm sure you do, Sabrina, right? That you feel like if they're in it, you're gonna watch it, and that you feel like
Andrew Garfield,
they got it. Oh,
Dev Patel, Andrew Garfield, Paul Mescal.
Boom! You named 3 right there. All like give off more to me than Glen Powell. Like
those are all again. All 3 of those are all my baddies. I'm telling you, you have to respect all the baddies. And Glen Powell is absolutely one of them. Yeah.
It's a different business. Like, I'm not gonna expect Glen Powell to get all emotional the way like Paul Mescal can. You know what I mean? Or all
I want to see Glen Powell in After Sun.
Yeah. No, that'll be it. Just I don't know if that'll work. But he does the Southern smile. He does the twang. He does all that right. That's what really sells it for me. Who I'll watch right now. I was joking, but yeah, I would actually support anything Anthony Ramos is in. He's like 4 for 4, in like major releases I've seen recently. So
which ones?
Twisters, Transformers. What else was he in? In the Heights was cool.
He was really good in the Heights, and then I think ever since then, I haven't seen it.
Wait, let me see. I have to Google Anthony Ramos because he's also.
Well, you loved Hamilton.
Hamilton. I think I always see Hamilton. Oh, he played the little character in A Star Is Born. But I also think, Dumb Money. I also love Dumb Money as well. That was another one I was thinking of. But I think also with Anthony Ramos, I also have an attachment from She Gotta Have It on Netflix as well. You know what I mean? So he was in She Gotta Have It. So yeah. Anthony Ramos, Denzel, of course. But I mean, if we're talking, that's like old guard. Like if we're talking, new actors, I probably will see something Anthony Ramos is in. I'll see anything Zendaya's in. I'll see anything. Maybe Timothée Chalamet's in. It kind of depends. Actually, I'll probably go Timothée Chalamet. I just didn't love Wonka as much, but I still liked it. I liked it. I thought it was cool.
I worked on that one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, sorry, my bad.
I'm joking.
Marketing was great. Commercials was phenomenal. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
But yeah, everything. Yeah, but yeah, I'll say those ones right there. And then and the guy, they're new actors, but I think Calvin Harrison Jr. and Aaron Pierre as well. Like both of the guys were in MLK and X, and they were both phenomenal. This playing Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, respectively. They're both great, and Aaron Pierre is a great British actor. He was also in the Underground Railroad, and also in O2 as Miss-Sized Sedan. But then Calvin Harrison Jr. has been in like Waves. He's been in a lot of great movies, and they're about to play opposite of each other in Mufasa as well. So. Very, very excited for all the those 2 actors.
You know what I also really love that I don't see enough of is Jarrell Jerome.
Oh yeah,
from When They See Us. Yeah, I want to see more of him because he's so good.
Why did he disappear? Is that like?
Well, he didn't disappear. He's in I'm a Virgo on Amazon Prime.
Oh yeah. You're right. That's a popular show. You're right.
Yeah. He was. That.
What's a show that you guys, before we take off, what's a performance this year that you guys feel is the performance of the year, whether it's a show or a movie?
Glenn Close and The Deliverance. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen the clips from that?
That's crazy.
Wait till I snatch your nappy pushy. Like it's just like
I did see that. Yeah.
It got
Glenn Close. You know what? Speaking of Hillbilly Elegy again, everything keeps coming back to Hillbilly Elegy, but Glenn Close and Amy Adams.
I rewatched Guardians. She's in Guardians.
Yeah, the first
of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
I completely forgot. I was like, what the hell? Besides that one, RB3, do you have a favorite?
Favorite performance of all year. Oh, I gotta think on that.
It could be TV.
So many good performances.
Oh my god.
Do you have?
I have so many. Yeah, I'll just list them off. Both Justice Smith and Bridget Lundy Payne in I Saw the TV Glow. Zendaya in Challengers and Josh O'Connor and Mike Faced. Nothing I can say about that. Austin Butler in The Bike Riders.
I did start watching that. I did just start watching that.
Yeah, cool. I like that one. Bad Boys Ride or Die, literally every single person in it.
Hey,
love that.
Even Tiffany
every
Haddish.
single. Yeah. Oh well. Okay. Maybe not every person. But that was one of my favorites. I still have that as like number 4 or 5 of the year so far. Yeah. Hunter Schafer and Cuckoo and Dan Stevens. I really like. Mm-hmm. So I think those are my few favorites. And of course, I hate to shout out Longlegs all the time, but both Nicolas Cage and Micah Monroe in Longlegs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you have any RB3?
Geez. I honestly do have to like go back through like my AMC. Right off the top of my head, Coleman Domingo and Sing Sing was just next level. Super next level.
I heard you mention that before. Yeah.
And in fact, the whole cast was... Yeah, the whole cast, because a lot of the cast are actually like real prisoners. So it like who were in that program. So it was just been like all of the actors were phenomenal and very natural. I really like Channing Tatum and Blink Twice. For real. I love Josh Hartnett and Trap. You know what I mean? Like he was going all in, unabashed, and I messed with it. And then honestly, Daisy Ridley and Young Woman in the Sea was phenomenal, very overlooked movie. You know,
I saw it. Yeah, it was good. I really liked it.
And yeah, it was loved it. And
shout out swimming.
Swimming was you're a swimmer. You're right. And Tilda Swinton and Problemista is my favorite supporting performance of all year. Problemista.
Tilda Swinton always goes for it, man. She always does, man. For real. Mm-hmm. That's a good one. That's really good. I echo a lot of yours. I'm trying to think of one from Doom, from Dune, not Doom. No, the best performance from Dune was, damn it, I forgot her name, Rebecca Ferguson. I thought she was great. Is it Rebecca Ferguson? Is that her name? Right?
Yeah.
Who plays? Okay. You guys looked at me like I was crazy. And I thought she was in really good. Shout out to the entire cast of Shogun, in my opinion. I feel like every single one of them were absolutely incredible. They were all going to get Emmys out the wazoo. Anna Sawai as Lady Mariko, and then the other girl, Moeki Hoshi as Fuji, and then Homie, who played the evil husband, Shinotsuki Abe as Buntaru. All of them just absolutely just like pop, body killed it. I thought they were really good. I thought Anya was pretty good as Furiosa, and I thought Chris Hemsworth was pretty solid as well. I thought he really delivered a lot.
Yeah,
so
the OG Yappa.
OG. I probably have a lot more. I just can't think of it right now. So.
Yeah. I know you have to go pretty soon, Sabrina. I just wanted to shout out a couple.
Oh
more,
no, we're good.
I just wanted to shout out a couple more chats real quick before we dip. Kate Hughesby said, Sabrina's so right about Glen Powell. So much. Glen Powell is so camp. That's funny. Glen Powell is Seth MacFarlane coded. That's hilarious. If you wanted, and then Joseph Week said, if you wanted a white guy that's out of shape, I'm always on deck. Joseph Week also said, I was joking, my cousin that Steve Buscemi is the sexiest actor. Hello, fellow children.
He kind of is. Yeah. Well, okay, not the sexiest, but like he is very handsome, I will say.
He's confident. He rocks it with confidence. Yeah. That's how you.
I love him in Grown Ups.
Right. Exactly. MK Songbird, Wilma Fitzgerald, and
Willa Fitzgerald.
Willa Fitzgerald. By the way, I heard Strange Darlings was shot by Giovanni Ribisi. Like the actor Giovanni Ribisi is the cinematographer. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Like what? You never see the actor to cinematography transition. And then Kay Hughesby said, "Yo, Sabrina, I'm curious, what did you love so much about Longlegs?"
Long story short, we do have a review, Cade, and I'm always happy to send you an audio message later because I have so much to say. I think it was a really interesting story. I think all of the performances were expertly done. I think it was super well crafted. I like how Osgood Perkins explores a lot of like dark themes that we can apply to our world. You know, when you talk about sacrificing things for your own life. So, I mean, I feel like we could say, oh wait, Andres hasn't seen it, so I can't say spoilers, but like the mother character, her selfish sacrifices and how, you know, her lens of like, I want to protect my own, so I am capable of doing whatever. Or like, you know, all the mix of stuff. I just really, really loved it. I haven't been so unsettled in a movie in a very long time.
Yeah.
That's fair. Oh, go ahead, RB3.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, I feel like there's been a pretty solid amount of movies this year. I've mainly focused on TV a lot more this year, to be honest, but it doesn't mean that I have enjoyed quite a bit of what I saw. You know what we never talked about, by the way? We never talked about Alien Romulus, and maybe it's because I covered it, and I just kind of did my thing, covered it, watched the movie, did all that, wrote about it. But we never talked about. Did you guys have any thoughts on it? I know you talked about it a little bit on Real Ones, RB3.
Yeah, I really dug it. I mean, I liked it a lot. You know what I mean? I had fun with it. I thought the practical effects are great. Kaylee Spaney is a phenomenal actress, and Fede Alvarez did it again.
How about you, Sabrina?
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. I think the one thing for me, I know everybody kind of talks about it, but some of the VFX, AI or face, whatever any of this stuff is, it will always take me out of a movie. And I didn't mind it as much because I was vibing with the whole story. I really like the fact that this focused on like teenagers trying to, seek better for their life, trying to like break some type of cycle that they're stuck in, and all of the chaos that went down. And I love Fede. He was actually at, I won't say the theater, but we were in the theater, and he just sat with us. He didn't do like, because a lot of the times at the theater I go to, they'll do like the whole like, hey guys, it's opening night. Thank you so much for coming. Like, thank you to everybody, blah, blah, blah. He just grabbed his popcorn and a drink and sat down with us.
Oh, it's fire.
So it was really fun.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah. I got to go to the premiere of that, which was really cool. I'm a massive Alien fan. I think you guys, I've said that a million times, and I really, really dive deep into the movies. I'm a big Prometheus and Covenant defender. And there's like, I wrote about it and I've talked about it before, but there's a huge divide in the fandom between those two sides. There's like the Alien 1, 2, and 3. And then there's the Prometheus and Covenant side. I mean, we like both movies sometimes, but usually it's like, Capcom versus Marvel versus each other. So as a Prometheus and Covenant sider, I did struggle with some aspects of the movie, as far as I definitely feel like they were just trying to cram a lot inside of it. Once we met Rook, once we see the AI, CG, face stitching, once we relive the character, we have to remember what happened in the first movie. And then they bring out the Prometheus liquid. And then, we get into an action film. And I was like, wait a minute, we might be doing too much, and we only have 15 minutes left. And then the 15 minutes left, I mean, spoiler alert.
It was crazy.
It was insane. And I was like, yo, give me like an extra 15 more minutes of this. And I think I would have preferred it a little bit more. So maybe that was my issue, but I still really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I agree with that, even though I like it. It seems like more than you did. The jump scare towards the end was like, I almost peed my pants. That was, I jumped. That one was so heinous.
Yeah.
Fede, you're crazy for that one. And then also, I remember when we did talk about it briefly before RB3 and I had seen it, you were talking about David Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
From
I said he was the best part. I think
he was the best part. You are absolutely correct. As much as I love Kaylee Spaney, I've talked about her so many times on this channel. She was still fantastic. Everybody was so good. But David Johnson was just on another level, like truly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I loved it. Go ahead, everything.
Robot with a little tizzy, you know what I mean? He had a little tizzy, but he was running though. He was running, and he did the iconic thing. The only thing is, I get the criticism that a lot of people had of like, oh, they played on the classic Disney thing of like taking some nostalgia, making the quotes, that him saying the quote,
get away from her,
exactly.
B word,
right?
Yeah.
Bish.
You can't say it, bro.
Bish, get away from her, you bish.
You bish.
Right. But then, I was mad at it with Deadpool and Wolverine. I guess I like the Alien movies, and I really do like Prometheus. I guess I just don't have that same kind of attachment to Alien. Whereas
I think that's what it was. I could feel it. I think I might have been one of the people that said that criticism too, because I could feel the references. I was like, this is Alien. This is Aliens right here during the gun scene and them floating in space. I was like, that's literally Aliens, where they have a scene of the xenomorphs coming at you. This is Alien 3. this is Prometheus. Like I could name all the references. Resurrection. There's a resurrection reference. I was like naming all the references in the movie, and I was like, this might be a little too many like Easter eggs and references. And I love Easter eggs, but I'm like, yo, chill. Like make one movie, not 5. So yeah, I think that might have been it too. RB3 is the fact that I have them all in my head, and if you don't, then it probably won't bother you too much. For sure.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't rewatch them until honestly after I had watched this one, just because like I was going into it after like not seeing an alien film for so long.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out Fetty, man. Hopefully he gets to do more. I got to do a short interview with him, even though it was longer than I thought it would be, but which is really cool. So if you guys want to check that out at Geeks of Color, you guys can do that. Any other topics you want to hit on before we take off, guys?
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. All right. Thank you so much for enjoying First Cut Live on this episode. Where can everyone follow you? I'll start with you, RB3.
Hey, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Director RB3.
Sabrina.
You can follow me on Twitter and TikTok at Sabrina on Film, and then on Instagram at Sabrina.onfilm.
You can follow me at Squad Leader Ace, and make sure you follow us right here at First Cut. Follow us on social media at First Cut TMO. Make sure you guys watch our other videos as well. We have real ones. We have Sabak the Block. Make sure you guys tune in for that as well. But either way, guys, we're going to be peacing out. So deuces, peace.
That was fun.
Yeah, we definitely went all over the place, but I feel like it worked out.
I really honestly like that. Like,